is Veena from Patter Cake, the channel that's about baking and much more. Okay then, let's get cracking with today's recipe. Welcome to Patter Cake. Have you had enough of gorging on Christmas sweets? Then let's learn how to make potato and cheese croquettes. These will surely satisfy your hunger for something savoury and super tasty. Crisp and golden on the outside and filled with the creamy goodness of cheese inside, these savoury snacks would make the perfect party starter or even a delicious side dish. So now, come along with me. Join me in my kitchen as we start making a crisp potato croquettes with cheese recipe right here at Patter Cake. Welcome back. Here I have 4 medium-sized potatoes that I had boiled in water for around 15 minutes till they were fork tender. Avoid pressure cooking the potatoes because you could easily overcook them, making them retain extra water, and that's something we don't want. Let's peel and then mash the potatoes. You could use a potato masher, but I'm going to use a fork. We'll mash the potatoes till we have a soft and smooth mass. We'll now let the mashed potatoes cool completely. In the meanwhile, to add some more flavor to the croquettes, I've chopped 12 washed and dried spinach leaves as finely as I could. So now, let's heat 2 teaspoons of butter in a pan. To this, we'll add 3 finely chopped green chilies. Next, let's throw in the chopped spinach leaves. We'll saute these for 2 to 3 minutes or till the spinach wilts. I have finely chopped 4 large cloves of garlic, which we'll now add to the spinach, and saute everything for 1 more minute or till any liquid released evaporates. We'll now let the spinach cool and then mix it with the mashed potatoes. I'll now add in 3 tablespoons of breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of corn flour, 2 tablespoons of grated processed cheese. You could add cheddar cheese instead, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground pepper, half a teaspoon of grated nutmeg, and half a teaspoon of mixed herbs or oregano if you prefer that. Let's mix everything well. I'll now sample the mix to adjust the taste if necessary. It just needs around half a teaspoon of salt. We'll now divide the mix into 10 portions, shaping each portion into a ball and making a tiny tester ball as well. That done, let's make a medium thick slurry with 2 tablespoons of corn flour, 1 tablespoon of maida, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon of chili powder, and around a quarter cup of water. Dipping the croquettes in this slurry will prevent them from falling apart while being fried. I used around 1 tablespoon less than a quarter cup of water. Here I have some small cubes of processed cheese which I'll stuff into the croquettes. You could also use cheddar or mozzarella cheese. I have flattened the ball and will place 2 to 3 small half-inch cubes of processed cheese at its center and then close it up to cover the cheese completely. Let's dip each croquette into this slurry and roll it in breadcrumbs. I'll now gently give the croquette a cylindrical shape. You could also shape the croquette first and then dip it in the slurry. I'm going to roll a few in panko bread crumbs. These are drier than regular bread crumbs and have a crisper texture. You could also roll the croquettes in rava or semolina. I've finished breading all the croquettes. We'll now refrigerate the ready-to-be fried croquettes for around 20 minutes. The croquettes can be either deep fried or shallow fried. Either way, they need to be fried on medium-high heat. First, let's fry the tester ball to check if the oil is hot enough and see if it fries to a golden brown color without breaking up. In case it does break up, then add 1 or 2 tablespoons more of corn flour to the potato mix. The temperature of the oil and the consistency of our potato cheese mix is just right. So now let's fry the croquettes till they are golden brown and then drain them on a paper towel. While frying the croquettes, take care not to overcrowd the pan or kadai. I finished frying all the croquettes. You can see the difference between the two kinds of breadcrumbs we've used. These croquettes were fried with panko breadcrumbs and these with ordinary breadcrumbs. Our crisp, delicious potato and cheese croquettes are now ready to be served. Let me break one open. Like I said right at the start, these croquettes are crispy on the outside and deliciously soft inside. I can't wait to bite into one. Trust me, you'll experience a similar feeling when you give this recipe a shot.